Hi everyone, this is Tablet Magazine. We're doing a video for Hanukkah, which is right around the corner. I'm Sarah Ivry. I host the Tablet Magazine weekly podcast called Box Tablet. And because Hanukkah's around the corner, and because traditionally you eat foods with oil at Hanukkah and cheese also, we're visiting today in the home of Melissa Petito, who is a private chef here in New York City.
We're gonna make a Hanukkah cheese gelt coin. This is a really easy dough to make. The only thing is it takes 4 hours to chill, or overnight even. So it's a great make-ahead thing. We have our 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese. This is an aged extra sharp. I love that, like really, cheddary. This is our all-purpose flour. A stick of butter. Like we said, this holiday is heavy. It's not a time for the diet. So the food processor is going to do the work for us. See how easy that was? Go for it. Take a sheet of plastic wrap, put it down. Less mess, right? And then you take half the dough. The butter, if you keep it chilled while you make the dough, it does help. This is what you get. So we rolled it in sesame seeds.
Beautiful.
I've chilled it for at least 4 hours. You can seriously make this and let it sit overnight and then just bake them right before. It makes it really, really easy.
Love it.
We're just gonna do 1/4 of an inch and then we just lay them out on our Silpat. I have oven preheated to 375, 10 to 12 minutes. Those are done.
That's great.
Really good. And when they cool down, they'll harden a little bit more. So next, we are going to make our apple fritters. Well, these are a little more simple. We're just gonna take a cookie scoop and throw them in the, not throw them, because then that would create a splash. We're going to carefully place them in the oil. So I've got a Granny Smith apple, and I was just gonna show you how to dice while I start combining. So what I like to do is just cut around the core, come across, and then flip it. We have all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, a little bit of kosher salt, cinnamon. So now I'm gonna move on to our wet ingredients. You do wet separate from dry, and then add wet to dry.
Yeah.
So this is 1/2 cup of milk, and then we have...
Is that regular milk?
It's actually almond milk.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't look quite white.
Yeah, it's what I had.
It's fine, I just was curious.
So but that shows you that you can use almond or rice milk or soy milk if you have an allergy. I just happen to love almond milk. Okay, and then I call for the zest of a lemon and the juice. This is a typical mistake, and tell me if you've done this before.
Okay.
You'll cut it in half and you'll try and juice it first, and then it's hard to zest it, right?
I zest first and then I cut it. Because exactly that, you need the leverage of the whole lemon.
So zest first, then juice. Yeah, when you zest a citrus, it releases its natural oil. You know not to go past to the white, right?
Well, I do know, but sometimes I get a little overzealous.
All right, so I'm just catching the seeds. With our apple fritters, we can do 2 different types of toppings. Glaze, if we want, or a cinnamon sugar.
All right.
So the first one's really easy. It's just 1/2 cup of our sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, and then this is powdered sugar. And then you're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of apple juice. Mix those 2, or do really the glaze, yeah.
This is the glaze, right?
Yes. We've got our oil heating up back here.
And what kind of oil are we using?
We are using canola oil now. It's like a pancake batter. You know how you can have some of those lumps in there?
Yeah.
And it's fine? That's what we're kind of looking for this fritter dough. Now, we've got a cookie scoop, which makes life easy. With frying, since that's what we're doing mainly for this holiday, it's really important to have hot oil. If your oil is too cold, it results in an oily product. So we don't want to overcrowd our oil too, that's the other thing. When they're nice and brown on one side, you'll flip them over.
Is that brown enough?
You can give it a little bit longer. Look how beautiful these are. That's perfect. All right, I'm gonna let you glaze.
Okay.
And the paper towels is always a good idea because it's still too hot.
They're kind of hot.
You know, in our glaze we used a really great apple juice, but if you didn't have that, it would be fine to use water. I just love the apple juice with the apple fritters,
Yeah.
kind of an extra touch on there.
It's outstanding. Thank you so much, Melissa, for letting me come here and watch you make all this great stuff.
Of course.
And happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there watching. If you want to know more about the holiday of Hanukkah and you want other stories to read and to listen to, come to our website, tabletmag.com. There's tons of material. It's all fantastic. Chag Sameach.
Happy Hanukkah.